Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm with my 2013 Jeep Wrangler JK. I've been having water on the floorboard of my passenger side for quite some time. I have checked seals, I have checked the freedom panels, I have checked everything. Nothing's ever wet around the door, nothing's ever wet around my dash. It's always right here on the floorboard. Lots of water on my mud. What are those called? Floor mats, that's what they're called. And then you open this up here and it is just soaking wet, usually under here. It's dry right now, but we have a big storm coming. I usually have to pull my carpet up. I have my drain plug pulled already, and usually all this is just completely just wet. I have to put a fan on it every time it rains. I've been doing some research on what causes this, and almost every video is pointing back to the COWL. I've been out here for like 30 minutes ripping into this, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? I need to be filming this. Let me show you what I've got so far. Let me flip my mic around, and I'm gonna flip my camera toward the Jeep. It's a little technical, more than I expected, so let me flip you around. All right, here we go. So first off, you have to take off your windshield wipers. That's not a big deal. It was like a 13 millimeter. This thing pops right off. It's easy. Then a 13 millimeter. You gotta have to work it, take that off. That's first. I've already kind of bent my COWL a little bit, which I'm kind of frustrated on. There are these pins in the middle that hold down. I can't get anything in there to wedge it open. I don't want to use a screwdriver because I think it's going to scrape my paint. So I've kind of just had this propped open just a little bit. Underneath there is this protective, this piece right here. This thing gets dent a lot when you have your doors just swing open real wide. You have to take a 10 millimeter, take these two things off right here. This is actually tucked up underneath the A-pillar. And what did I do? So the A-pillar piece comes off as well. Also, I have a light bar that comes across and comes down, so I had to take that off. So all these bolts have to come off, and I was able to, there's a factory crimp or something right here that is not coming off, so I had to slightly bend this out just a little bit, enough to get to this little piece right here. This little piece is glued down. It's gonna be hard to show you, but it's really sticky, and I almost think about ordering a new one because I ripped it, but I don't think it's a huge deal. Water gets in all this stuff already. So you peel that back and it exposes a big giant hole. Let me see if I can get my camera down in here. So I don't know if you could tell, but inside here there are like drains. Let me get my GoPro real quick. All right, I got my smaller camera here so I can stick it in here. All the way back in here there are drains. There's one further down. I might be able to put an arrow on there. Water gets in there, goes down to this little trough all the way down here, all the way down. Not this big hole, but there's one just a little past it, and it travels underneath the COWL. There is a factory air box right here. This is like an air filter for like recirculating air, I believe. But the water travels down in here. It's supposed to drain in a drain here. I'm about to show you something here. I didn't clean it yet, but right where all this debris is a drain hole. If this is blocked up, water overflows into this little area right here. So you have to get this clear. Let me see if I can get my hand down in here and start pulling some of this out. Yeah, you could. Oh man, it's completely full. I'm gonna go get a vacuum and try to vacuum this out real quick. So yeah, there's definitely a problem there. Let me go get the vacuum and we'll see if I can get that thing cleaned up. All right, I got a lot of the junk out. There's still a little bit of debris here. You can see some of it. I got this pipe cleaner thing from like Harbor Freight a long time ago, but look, the junk coming out is landing on the ground. It's tucked up underneath there, so it's hard to get unless you rip your fenders off and stuff like that. And I am deeper than I want to be in this, but it's definitely going to be fixing it. I'm going to spend the next couple minutes off camera here and just trying to like poke around with this. Sometimes filming it kind of makes it a little bit more difficult, so I'm going to spend some time here and clean this up real quick. The next thing I'm going to do is get a water hose. I'm going to spray that in there real good with a water hose everywhere. All right, it is getting a lot of debris out. I'm gonna spray it for a couple minutes. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and do my driver's side. I'm not looking forward to that. It's gonna be a little bit harder to get into this thing. I cannot figure out why these won't come off, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and check the driver's side just to make sure, since I'm already this far deep into it, and then we'll start putting things back together here in a minute. Let it dry. All right, this side doesn't even have a protective thing. It just has a hole, and it is also very clogged. I don't think this side was as bad. There's not a lot of debris coming out the bottom here. It mainly just seemed like it was on the top. So we're gonna get the hose over here. We'll see how much stuff is coming out here. Hardly anything came out here, so I'm thinking this side was not as bad as the other side. So now I gotta deal with putting all this back together, and hopefully I didn't bend all my cowling system too bad. I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you're having leaks on the passenger side or driver's side, it can happen on both. It looks like the air box is on the passenger side, so I think it mainly happens on this side. You're gonna have to get down deep into your cowling system to make it happen. Hopefully this video helps you. If you have any questions, give me a comment down below. We'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.